Welcome to Stansbury High School, the site of a 5A quarterfinal here in the 2022 5A State Championship Football Tournament. Dusty Lidster, Jeff Hansen with you. Olympus coming off two big road wins. They're the road warriors. Went to Payson and won. They went to Bryant, who's one of the favorites of 5A, knocked them off last week. Now they come to Stansbury. And how good is Olympus?
Olympus is good. Olympus is very good. This Stansbury test, this is a whole different test. I got to Stansbury into Tooele a little bit early today, Dusty. Everybody's excited about this game. The whole town on this side of the Salt Flats, it's a different world than it was a few years ago. Everybody is jacked for this game. I had a talk with Easton Baker before the game. I asked him, hey, how you feeling? Confident. Looked at me dead in the eye, confident. That's all he said. It gave me chills, Dusty, and it wasn't just from the cold.
It's actually not that bad at the moment. That could be because of layers, but this is going to be a lot of fun. We mentioned Olympus with a big win against Payson, against Brighton. Stansbury comes in undefeated on the year, folks. Many say untested. Remember, this is a team that played in the semifinals a year ago in a one-possession game against the eventual champion Lehigh, and we are underway. The winner goes to Rice Eccles Stadium, and the kick is taken by Stansbury. And it's Dylan Hamilton out across the 20-yard line.
Stallions, number 20, Dylan Hamilton.
And that is where Ezra Harris and what I have deemed the Triple H offense will come onto the field for Stansbury.
When you think of Stansbury football, you think of defense. Their defense is unreal. This offense has quietly put up like 3,000 points a game all year long. The Triple H offense, Helu is back. He's healthy. Harris. They're all so good. Excited to see what they do.
Remember why they say Triple H offense, it's Harris, Hamilton, and as you said, Mateaki Helu, who is back. Brock Wilson did a great job as Harris going to throw on first down. Ezra going deep, looking for Wilson, who makes a grab at the 40, down at the 39.
What a pretty ball right there by Hamilton. Brock Wilson high points the ball well. Olympus had good coverage. Just an excellent throw by the quarterback, and Harris, he's able to get away, or Wilson rather, gets away.
Wilson had 8 touchdowns in a single game against Timpanogos this year as Harris runs his own read. Ezra inside the 25, still going, and the leader of the Stallions goes out of bounds at the 18-yard line, and it's a fast-paced offense.
And it is two, you could not have two different contrasting styles. Olympus wants to slow things down. Stansbury's going to go fast. When in doubt, go faster.
We talked to Coach Alder a year ago. That was his stance. We talked about, hey, you guys like to go fast. He goes, well, when in doubt, go faster.
We're seeing it here on this first drive, Dusty.
It's an empty set backfield for Harris. Fires over the middle, and that one is dirted. Looking for Hamilton.
Attempt out to number 20, Dylan Hamilton goes incomplete.
If there has been one area where Stansbury has had some struggles this year, it's once the field shortens up and they get into the red zone, they're not able to open things up as much. Harris has gotten better as the year's gone on.
So Harris on the quarterback draw. This bounces off one tackle, goes inside the 15-yard line, mark him down at the 14. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Again, remind you that the clock you see on the screen is unofficial. We're trying to get that synced up. For some reason, we're having a little glitch. We'll get it figured out as the clock's at 11:05 and rolling. So 3rd down and 4 for Olympus's defense. Can they get off the field? Fly sweep with Hamilton. Dylan inside the 10 to the 5. Hamilton dives to the end zone. Give it to him. Touchdown.
Wow, what a great play call. Dylan Hamilton takes the wide run handoff, and the rest, after he gets the handoff, it was all him. He had one guy to beat, and he did it, made the lunge for the end zone. Stallions, they get the early lead here on their first drive of the game.
10:54 left in the first quarter. Big ball to Wilson. Harris with some runs, and Hamilton finishes it off. The point after is on its way, and it is good. 10:54 left in the first quarter. It is Stansbury 7
on the kick, number 22,
and Olympus 0. You're watching the 2022 5A quarterfinals on KSLSports.com.
Bryant.
And welcome back in. 10:54 left in the first quarter. Dusty Lidster, Jeff Hansen with you. As always, KSL Sports Rewind brought to you by Heidemann and Associates. As Olympus looking to respond after that touchdown drive from The Stallions has Luke Bryant on the return. Jeff, super impressive to see that offense from Stansbury, and now this offense from Olympus has got to respond.
Going to be really interesting to see what type of offense Olympus rolls out. They are a traditional wing T offense that likes to run the ball against this defense with linebackers like Easton Baker and Mateaki Helu. Is Olympus going to be able to run their stuff, or are they going to have to get outside of themselves and spread things out?
So out comes Mosley in the offense. Talk about Luke Bryant. He's more than just a singer, folks. He's been outstanding for the Titans. Go on the ground out across the 25-yard line to the 26, maybe 27. And that on the carry was
number 20, Nick Brown.
That was Nick Brown on the carry.
On the stop for the Stallions, number 10, Mateaki.
We see it right away. They are running right at the edges. That's what they have to do. You look at this Stansbury defense. You've got Helu, Division I football player on one side, and you've got number 9, Easton Baker, on the other side. No matter which direction Olympus goes, you've got Division I talent waiting for him.
So in the shotgun, going to shift. Let me see, why would they be doing that? Want to mess with the eye discipline here, the Stallions, get them off balance. Go back to Brown on the end around, little Packer sweep action, and it is Brown across the 45-yard line.
Number 20, Nick Brown.
And at first down for the Titans as he goes out.
Out of bounds by number 8, Brock Wilson, good for a Titan
First down.
If this first drive is any indication of what we're going to see from Olympus,
right,
they're going to run what they're comfortable with and make Stansbury beat them. Having success early on, a lot of early motion and a lot of big, wide, sweep, buck sweep type runs.
Bryant split to the top of the screen. How about the bunch near side? I'm going to shift back. Again, Brown in the backfield. 3 plays, 3 runs with Nick Brown, and that time Brown is
20,
dropped quickly on the stop there for the Stallions. Was Falnisi Vaca.
Yeah, Falnisi Vaca, man, he blew up the interior of that offensive line. That was the first play we've seen Olympus run where they haven't pulled both of their guards. They tried to go up the middle on a little bit of a counter play, and Vaca was right there to blow it up.
Inside on 9:35 left in the opening quarter. Split near side is Glasker. And again, go back to the ground.
Handoff to number 20, Nick
And again,
Brown.
Nick Brown, how about this? 5 plays, 5 runs for Nick Brown, and it's 3rd down, and we'll call it 6.
And number 9,
Michael Givajon with the stop, and that is officially my submission for the, he's a first ballot all-team name guy.
Show me your Give It John.
Absolutely. Givajon. We're going to find ways to work Givajon into the broadcast because not only was that a great play, that's a great name.
That is a great name. So 3rd down and long, going to fire near side. That pass complete to Sherwood. Sherwood goes out of bounds just shy of the first down marker. Couldn't stay in, goes out, and it'll be 4th down and 1 for Coach Whitehead. I don't think he's going to. I don't think he has to think about this at all.
No, I don't think you even hesitate. When you're facing an offense that just drove down the field in a minute and has put up 50 points a game like Stansbury has, 4th and 1 is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
You don't even think twice.
When you say, well, short field, hey, they go fast. You actually lengthen the game maybe a little bit for you math people out there.
I don't think Stansbury cares if it's a 50-yard field or an 80-yard field.
So 4th and 1. Go back to the ground with Brown. This has been the big play. Gets out behind all of his blockers. Has the first down. He got popped. Doesn't matter. Move the chains.
Picks up first down.
And it'll be 1st and 10. Olympus at the Stansbury 44.
Dylan Chapman.
And Dylan Chapman at 54. Givajon right there in to make this play. Really well defended, but Olympus needed 1 yard. They got 2.
Clock rolling. Again, that clock is unofficial. You might see it start and stop here once in a while. They kind of sync things up. Try to keep up with our officials. It's a little difficult at times, but here we go. 2 receivers atop the screen, 2 receivers near side. Gonna throw. Mosley fires deep, looking for his receiver. That ball batted away, intended for Sherwood. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
For number 3,
Jackson Corbett on the coverage. He was in the back pocket of that Olympus wide receiver. Really a pretty good throw by the quarterback, but with coverage that tight, I don't know that Aaron Rodgers is fitting it into that window.
Especially not this year.
Yeah, definitely not this year. This year's Aaron Rodgers isn't fitting it through like a big bay window in somebody's house.
2nd down and 10. 8:08 left. We'll get that clock synced up. 1 receiver near side. I think you're going to run near side here with Brown. And it is a give to Brown. He's behind again his blockers, and Brown with some positive yardage
20,
inside the
on the stop, number 54,
43-yard line. And Give It John with another stop.
10, Mateaki, Helu.
No, it's not just people trying to find ways to say Give It John at every opportunity. He's really been in on every single play so far. He's lined up at Mike linebacker. They've got those stud linebackers that get all of the notoriety. But Give It John has 73 tackles coming into the year, and he's really kind of the nucleus that entire defense orbits around.
Jimmy Johns, where are you with NIL?
No
Give us a number
kidding.
54. Give It John. They go back to ground. Oh, actually, Mosley pulls it on the read, and he's dropped at the 41-yard line. And here we go, 4th and long. Went forward on 4th and 1.
Give It John.
Now let's see what Coach Whitehead stomachs for here at around the 40-yard line.
The PA announcer kind of took the surprise out of this question, but Dusty, who made that tackle?
Give It John.
Give It John.
Show me your Give It John in this first drive.
He's been everywhere, man. I think that's four tackles on this opening drive of the game. I mean, that's what you need against this Olympus running attack. You need your linebackers to make plays. And right up the middle, Give It John is making plays.
How about this? A rarity in Utah high school football. We don't have a play clock on the field, so we're watching the back judge like we had to back in the day. Those of us who graduated 21 years ago. And they're going to get it off. Mosley fires deep. Got a man, got the catch! It's Luke Bryant!
Pass from number
He likes Friday nights under stadium lights or neon lights.
Bryant,
Touchdown, Olympus.
Wow, what a ball from Chase Mosley to Luke Bryant. Once again, Jackson Corbett's right there in coverage. He's right in his back pocket. That was such a beautiful throw, and give a lot of credit to Luke Bryant. He did just enough to to seal that defender off and keep him on his back hip and readjust himself, pull in that catch, and just waltz into the end zone.
It's that kind of night. Luke Bryant getting in the end zone. What else can I throw in there?
It feels right, wearing a camouflage hat, talking about Luke Bryant. It just feels like the right thing to do.
Oh, man, how about that? 4th and long to touchdown. 6.5 left in the first quarter, tied at 7. The winner moves on to Rice-Eccles Stadium. We got a good one here on KSLSports.com. We'll be right back.
All tied up at 7.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
And welcome back to Stallions Stadium. Dusty Lister, Jeff Hansen. As Luke Bryant making your speakers go boom, boom if you're from Holiday. Ties us up at 7. And this ball will be taken by Wilson. No end around, little tricks on special teams this time, and Wilson dropped at the 24-yard line, and that is where Ezra Harris and this offense that made quick work on their first drive, the opening drive of the game with a touchdown.
Yeah, both teams, excellent response. I mean, really, couldn't ask for more for Olympus. They were able to score quickly, which obviously that's what they wanted, but they were able to score quickly doing what they do on offense. They didn't have to get outside of themselves. They were able to play their game, and that's a lot of the running game, and it was successful for them on that opening drive.
So 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Gonna keep it on the ground. This is Mateaki Helu. Hey, let me show you some of my pink-cladded hand, and Olympus thought that ball came out, and it did. And able to get back on top of that for the Stallions was number 2, Daxton Natkin.
Listen, nobody ever wants to fumble even if you're recovered, but did you see that stiff arm? It's totally worth the fumble. That was unbelievable.
The play-by-play guy had it. Eats some of my poem as Harris fakes the toss, gonna run it, and Ezra has the first down as he's near the 40-yard line. And a first down for the Stallions.
We're not talking enough about Ezra Harris, just as a state. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Utah, and he's sort of just flown under the radar, even though Stansbury's done their thing.
Ezra's been great. Multi-year starter, fires to Hamilton, and Dylan makes that royal blue number 20 look really, really good. Someone on this broadcast were the same number and the same colors, but he does much better than I did.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, and I mean that respectfully.
I'm average at everything. Here's a gift to Helu up the middle, and Helu has 1 yard. It'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it 4. Well, 3.
Number 35.
We talk about We talk about Ezra Harris being underappreciated in the state of Utah. Abraham Johnson, a defensive tackle for Olympus, he's got P5 offers. He's one of the best players in the state, and most people don't know his name. He introduced himself to Harris on that one.
Helu has a first down inside of Olympus territory. Dives down at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Stallions.
Tripped up by the Titans, number
Mateaki Helu, a lot of people think he's going to play linebacker in college, probably will. Showing you right there, he could be a pretty good running back too.
And go fly sweep, Brock Wilson. Wilson behind Helu. Brock has a first down at the 35-yard line. First down run as Helu was slow to get up, but move the chains once again for the Stallions.
Man, if we keep up at this pace all game long, someone's going to need to bring me a corn dog in this game.
The request is out there as Helu comes off a little lame, come off the field. I think he might have landed on his knee there. Harris, pressure comes, and Ezra's going down. How about the blitz getting home? And they're going to back them up on the sack for Olympus. It's number 53, or 63. Jerem Gilbert is what's listed there. They're saying Sorensen inside the PA booth.
That could have been any number of players. Olympus was all over Stansbury on that play.
And it's going to be Harris on the pull. Ezra lowers his shoulder, nearly back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a third down and long, probably 4th down and 12.
You got to think this is 4-down territory for Stansbury, just the nature of their offense. They feel they can get 5-6 yards of play.
I think it was Micah Barton actually with that sack, but here we go, 3rd down and 12. Harris, plenty of time, fires over the middle, got his man, 1st down inside the 20.
Pass from number 16 as Harris complete
to number 3, Trent Jones.
Stallion, 1st down.
Ezra Harris has so many weapons in this offense. This is fun to watch.
It is a blast, isn't it? Trips to the top. That's Wilson in motion. Gonna go. Wilson, fumbled it, but got back on top. And the easiest tackle of the night gonna go to number 35 of Olympus, and that is Gabe Johnson.
Yeah, that is a little bit of a mishandle there on the play action. Got to clean that up here in the red zone. This is where Stansbury has stumbled at times.
2nd down and 12. Harris going to run quarterback power on the counter play. Nothing doing. Getting in the backfield and getting the stop was Weston Olson.
Weston Olson on the stop for the Titans.
Really well done on Weston Olson. Well read. He identified that ball. He stuck with Harris. And then he wrapped him up, too. Harris is a slippery quarterback. Plays a lot like a running back with a really good arm. Weston Olson does a really good job there.
'Tis the season to wrap things up. It's 3rd down and 12. You thought I was going to go Titanic there, didn't you?
I did. That was last week. I didn't know if we were going to make 2 Titanic references in 2 weeks.
Like Bob Dylan said, turn the page, man. We'll turn the page. 3rd down and 12 for Harris. Ezra going to run left. He's got blockers out in front. Harris inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. It'll be 4th down, and we'll call it 5. And the field goal unit going to come on here for Coach Alder.
Something to pay attention to as this game goes on. Mateaki Helu, he's still getting helped on the sideline. He's still sitting down, looking at his leg. We're not going to speculate what that means, what that is, but he's still being attended to by the training staff right now. Maybe just retaping up an ankle, but something to pay attention to as this one moves on.
Yeah, we got a player down from Olympus. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. 2:03 left in the opening quarter. We'll be right back. And we'll go hard back in here. Lining up for the field goal attempt is Luke Daines. 25-yard attempt. Good snap. Plenty of distance. No good. Missed it to the right.
Ooh. This is why we don't speculate on good or bad. That looked good. But I guess it's not. Really. I mean, as good as a 4th down stop for Olympus.
Yeah, they'll take it. Titans will take it. And now a chance to take the lead. 1:43 left in the opening quarter. The Titans D comes up with the stop, missed field goal. And now a chance for this Olympus team to take the lead. And this is an Olympus team that went into region play. Dane picked them to win Region 6. Didn't quite happen. It went 7-5 in the regular season. Well, 7-5 coming in the day. 3-3 in the regular season. They were 5-5 on the year going into the state tournament. And they have played terrific football for Coach Aaron Whitehead.
as they go into this playoff run, is Dane yelling like they are who I thought they were?
He did.
Because they look like a different team the last couple of weeks.
Dane thumped his chest. We did our show from Olympus on Saturday. They're going to go little motion, give up the middle, and on the carry, I believe it was 27, Nate Sheets.
I'll give you one guess who made the stop.
Show me that. Give it, John. Number 54, please.
Number 27, Nate Sheets.
It's coming. The PA announcer's going to say it.
Nate Sheets, of course. His dad was part of one of the most famous basketball games in the state of Utah's history, that Emory versus Richfield game with Sean Bradley, when Gordon hit the shot at the horn to beat Sheets' Richfield Wildcats. He and Ryan Cuff, as they're going to run off the right side and give it. John and crew are there. A loss of 2, make it 3rd down and 10.
That's a tough direction to run when you're running right into the teeth of Easton Baker and Michael Givejohn. Well, that's tough, and this is where Stansbury wants Olympus to be. They got loose on their last drive for the long touchdown on 3rd down, but here we are again. This is not where Olympus is comfortable playing.
We got a lot of coordinated things that happen in high schools. I got to give it to the Stampede. I like this one.
This is cool.
You stomp it out with Tonelli. Here we go, 3rd down and 10. Gonna go delayed handoff. It doesn't work when Robert and I used to call it, back when Ludwig called it back in the day for Utah, with Eddie Wide back in the day. That's 4th down and 12 on that sprint delayed draw.
Mateaki Helu, he looks like he's back very quickly. He timed that snap well, and he got into the backfield as fast as I eat a breakfast burrito.
And that's gonna be the final play of the Moab?
Any breakfast burrito, but the Moab does slow me down a little bit.
Your corporate family loves you for that. At the end of the first quarter, all tied at 7 apiece. The winner moves on to Rice-Eagles Stadium, and we'll be right back with our KSL Sports Rewind Game of the Week.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental.
Start of the second quarter, we're going to open with the punt, high snap. And just got that one off, a little bit of pressure on there. And that's going to take a Stallion bounce and will come dead at the 48-yard line. And give you a chance to remind you that our games are presented by Heidemann and Associates. Go to utah.law, find a law office nearest you, and also by Western Governors University. 1-year MBA at Western Governors University. Be like Dane, get your MBA. Go to Western Governors University, get it done in 1 year.
I am also a proud alumni of Western Governors University.
Hey!
But I'm not like Dane. Didn't get an MBA. I had to get the regular one.
Right.
Yeah.
A WGU grad.
WGU.
Even better.
I'm an owl.
Be like Dane, be like Jeff. At your own time, your own pace at Western Governors University. I didn't see that on your resume when you sent that in at the beginning of the year.
I should point that out more often.
Oh my gosh. Ezra Harris looking deep for Wilson. And you can expect why I was getting ready to get hyped, thinking Wilson was going to pull that one in the way that his season ended. But incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
You watch Stansbury, even on these incompletions, they are spreading out this Olympus defense, and it's going to set things up for Mateaki Helu on a delayed run at some point in this game.
So 2nd and 10, 2-by-2 formation for the Stallions. Helu waiting, dancing like Le'Veon Bell back in the day. Mateaki still on his feet, slips off another one around the 40-yard line. So patience personified.
Wow.
It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Wow, you can be that patient. You look at Olympus pre-snap. They've only got 5 guys in the box to try to keep up with this prolific passing attack.
Harris going to toss out to Helu. Mateaki slips a tackle, 1st down yardage down at the 36-yard line. And we've got another Titan
On the
down, a
stop,
little slow
number
to get
1,
up here.
Bryant.
It'll be 1st and 10 Stallions after the injury.
Good for a Stallion, first down, official timeout, player on the field.
We'll take the quick break too. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2005 state tournament. Oh, he's back. Look at that. That's why I went the slow zone read like Wake Forest.
Yeah.
Read. Oh, no, we're staying.
There it was.
We're going.
You know, a lot of people talk about Mateaki Helu, and it's a foregone conclusion that he's going to play linebacker. When you see him run, he's pretty explosive. It's more than just a big dude who's able to overpower high school kids. He runs like a running back.
And again, come off the sideline or come to the sideline a little lamed up. Mateaki Helu. Whoa, go to Brock Wilson rather. As Brock is short gain on a high snap. Nice job of Harris to handle that one. It'll be 2nd down and
on the
long.
stop, number 35, Gabe Johnson, and number 71.
Not a bad
Joe
backup
Johnson.
plan when you go from Mateaki Helu to Brock Harris in the backfield.
Brock Wilson.
Brock Wilson. There's so many names to remember. Brock
Well, they go so
Wilson in the
fast.
backfield.
And they come so fast at you. As is Wilson near side, and Wilson just dropped for a short gain, and on the stop for Olympus is number 54, Dre Leota. I went to school with Leota. Why'd I go so slow there? Dre Leota.
I mean, Ray Liotta. That feels like right up your alley, Dusty.
Right
How
up
did
my
you miss
alley.
that one?
Oh my gosh. Like the spaghetti sauce is like ketchup. Gonna throw. Fires over the middle. Oh, it out of the hands of Dylan Hamilton. It'll be 4th down. A nice pass breakup there for Olympus.
Depending on the play, number 16.
I thought that was 16. Jack Evans.
Sorry, we had your number.
Jack Evans. Man, he put a licking on that one. Wow.
I'm shocked that's not Max Rice wearing 16 there for Olympus. Thought Papa Rice would get that one squared away, but here we go, 4th down and long. 10:26 left in the half. Trips to the top of the screen, one receiver near side for the Stallions. That's Daxton Denkin. And timeout Olympus. So we'll take it with them. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2022 5A State Football Tournament.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
Hey, welcome back to Stansbury High School. Dusty Lister and Jeff Hansen with you. 4th down, and the Stallions going to go for it.
Yeah, kind of an easy decision, I think, with the way that this offense moves the ball. Kind of in no man's land right here. 4th and 7 is a go.
Wilson in motion. Harris fires to the wheel, and it was behind Wilson. Turnover on downs, miscommunication. He threw back shoulder, and Wilson was not ready for it.
Man, Olympus gets another, just a perfect drive for them to force a turnover on downs, forced a missed field goal, I guess. You don't force a missed field goal, but a missed field goal happens. Olympus's offense has to take advantage because you can't expect this Stansbury offense to stumble like this for 48 minutes.
It's kind of been the year for Stansbury. A slow first half, and you got to look out for the blitz in the 3rd quarter. Because they were down last week at the half.
Right.
They've been down in multiple games at the half. But they'd be getting the TCU treatment if we were doing the CFP-styled stuff. But going to run on 1st down, no surprise. Nick Brown, and Brown is gobbled up front. Great job of stymieing things and making the stop as number 70. Vaca. I keep trying to beat him.
Yeah.
I'm trying to beat the PA guy. Nisi Vaca with the stop.
Nisi Vaca just swallowed that running back. He is listed 6 foot, 350-pound junior. That's a big boy, and he flexed his muscles on that play. I mean, it looked like an NFL. It looked, Dominican Sue. It looked just pick him up and throw him down. Vita Vea, yeah.
Hey, he's not shortchanging himself. He's not even a biscuit short of that. 2nd down and 9. Mosley rolls left, fires a little sidearm throw, intercepted. taken away. And on the interception for the Stallions is number 5, Bracken Matthews.
You beat him that time. Just like Bracken Matthews jumps that route. This is what we've been talking about. Olympus likes to run the ball. They don't like to get outside themselves. And rolling out, you can see that that's not something that Olympus does, week in and week out. That rollout against your body, tough throw for any quarterback. And Bracken Matthews, he jumps that route, pulls that, tippy-toed in. That's an NFL interception right there.
Hey, what George Costanza, tippy-toe.
Yes, he did.
But he got the turnover, 1st and 10 for the Stallions at the Olympus 42. Can that spark this offense that has misfired in the last 2 drives? Opened the game quickly with the touchdown, missed a field goal, and then turned it over on downs their last possession. Helu not back in the lineup yet after coming off for the 2nd time. Gonna throw, Harris, plenty of time, rolls near side, redirects, fires complete, inside the 25-yard line, and on the reception was number 14, Mason Maxwell.
Wow, with protection like Harris got on that, eventually somebody was going to get open. You can't expect a secondary to cover for 8, 9, 10 seconds. That's a dangerous recipe for the Olympus defense.
So 1st and 10, pull it, ooh. Incomplete. Great job of breaking on that ball, number 44. That is James Schendorf.
Yep. Not every day that you see a 44 lined up at corner, but he sure played that ball really well. He didn't look like a linebacker. That was true cornerback play right there.
Talk about the odd numbers in this state. That's one of them. Helu off the right side. Mateaki making a couple of moves and is dropped, and on the stop is Luke Bryant.
It's been told to me that Helu's been dealing with a hamstring injury. So you'll see him as he's coming off. They're giving that hamstring a little bit of treatment. It's just something to pay attention to as this game goes on. It's getting cold. That could tighten up.
3rd down and 4. I love the seafoam green cleats, man. Haven't seen those this year.
Yeah, he looks good. I wanted to bring up that it was cold just to make this my first opportunity to talk about how cold I am.
I got a recipe for you. As soon as it gets cold enough, we got it taken care of. Alex took care of us. On the ground, Helu. Mateaki right at the marker. He might be a skosh short here.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how far away they are from the first down marker is a skosh. Fortunately, a skosh isn't usually too difficult to pick up.
He just needs a dollop here for a 1st down. 4th down and inches.
Just a pinch of running.
Back to Helu. Has the 1st down. Has more inside the 5, down to the 2. 1st and goal, Stallions.
Now that's the kind of dollop that I like to take for myself right there. You need an inch, gain 10.
Hello, big dollop.
Woo!
Another Kate Winslet reference. Let us know what movie that is. Inside the 5, 1st and goal for the Stallions. Go back to Helu. Mateaki makes a move at the line, and then is driven back by a bunch of Titans. It'll be a gain of inches.
Right there, Abraham Johnson once again for Olympus. We're going to talk about him because we don't talk about him enough. When you're as big and as good as he is, I mean, everything that goes up the middle, he's going to be involved, and he was right there.
2nd down and goal. Harris going to keep it. Ezra powers his way in. Touchdown, Stallions.
Pretty play design by Stansbury. The speed option fake, and then the quarterback takes it right up the middle. Really well designed play.
Oh, we got a little firework action happening behind the cheerleaders too.
I'm telling you, Stansbury's a different world out here now.
It's a production, man.
Yeah.
So out comes Luke Danes for the point after. And everybody feeling it on this side of the field. And Danes point after, a little sandwich stroke is good. 7:27 left in the half. 14-7, Stallions with the lead.
Really good response. Capitalize off the turnover. You got to give the Stansbury defense the credit for that touchdown. Obviously, the offense is the ones who pushed it into the end zone, but the defense made up for the misstep of the Stansbury offense. Gave it right back to them and gave them a chance to correct their wrongs from the turnover on downs in the last drive.
I remind you, the winner going to go to the Rice Stadium for the semifinals. We got a little announcement. We got a game day desk for the semifinals and championships, folks.
Did you say a game day desk?
A game day desk. I was pre, half, and post. Dusty, Dane, Jeff, Brian Brown. It was gonna have one more guy, but he's going to Thailand, so he wants to go on vacation. No vacation for us.
No.
How about it?
No, I am taking vacation days to do this because this is the vacation.
He's getting a jacket, but he's not showing up. But he let me know last night. I was a little preemptive with the move. But how about, I'm super stoked. Dane and I have been teasing it. So hopefully you've been watching the game. No one else has been shared that information. But we got the thumbs up, Nate Dowdle, and everybody's, hey, let's do it. So the game day desk, semifinals and championship right here on KSL Sports Rewind. Bryant with the return from the 13-yard line. Luke Bryant, he's got a touchdown through the air, looking for the return and just out of bounds. Did he get this side of the 50? They're going to say no, but a return after the 47-yard line for Luke Bryant.
Really, really well done, Luke Bryant. He waited patiently for that crease to open up, and when it did, man, he hit that hard. And he gives Olympus's offense exactly what they need. After that, the turnover on the last drive, Bryant takes care of things, sets them up with the short field. Maybe that gives them some confidence.
Wind picking up a little bit, blowing across the field. They want the big play from Luke Bryant. They need to play it again and again.
Boy, you weren't kidding about the wind quicking up. I'm not complaining, folks. I'm just complaining.
It was really good. And also, someone turned it on. But gonna throw. Fire back over the middle. Got his man with the reception. Nice catch. A nice job of hanging on to the football is Weston Olsen. And it'll be a first down for, no, they're going to say second and short.
That's a bad spot.
I don't know, Jeff. You're right down the line there.
Yeah, I'm right there. That's a bad spot. Put some stripes on me, and that's a first down right there.
I know we call it fat fingering. That short fingering there?
Skinny fingers? Is that what it is?
That's it. Skinny fingers. Man, if you were Raising Cane's, you're going to return it.
Yeah, you absolutely would.
You skinny fingered me.
You ordered a 3-finger meal, not these little lady fingers.
That's why they go crinkle fries, not the straight ones.
Exactly.
Second down and inches. Oh, showing the Give-A-John. Give-A-John just blasting Brown. It'll be third down and 1.
Michael.
I was mentally keeping track of Michael Give-A-John's tackles throughout the game. I lost count. There's too many.
Those tackles come freaky fast. I mean, there's sponsorships all over this.
There he is. There he is. If he is not on some sort of NIL deal, he needs to be.
And this is not. I thought it was a first down on the catch. The reason for I consider a short spot. This should be second down and 10. It is third down and 1. Cam Latu would have gotten that first down call.
When you go to Alabama, you get that star treatment.
He's hanging out in Baton Rouge today. Good eats. Oh! And Titans jump offside. They jump early. It's going to be third down and 6.
That bad spot, you nailed it on the head, Dusty. That bad spot bites them now. Now it's third and 6 for midfield. It could completely change the way that this drive plays out.
So third down and 6 for the Titans. I think they're in 2-down territory. Got to get a chunk of it here if you are Coach Aaron Whitehead.
I'm not part of the Stampede, but I'm just jacked. I have to do it with them. We're standing right above the student section. This is one of the best things in the state of Utah.
Gonna throw, looking for Bryant. He's got him out there. He got separation, just can't catch up to it. Mosley's ball just a little too long. It'll be fourth down for the Titans.
Woo, the pressure from number 70. That's our big guy Vaca up the middle, and after the ball was overthrown, little shimmy in the backfield. Those 350-pound hips look good.
He's doing that shimmy that drives the women in Stansbury crazy.
Man, it did. Driving me crazy.
Like Jack Parkman in Major League 2. So punting unit going to come on for Olympus. It is Dylan Hamilton waiting around the 15-yard line. Good snap. Rugby-style kick, end over end, but taken at the 20 by number 20. Hamilton makes a nice move. Oh, yeah, there's going to be a block in the back there. Baker going to hit for the block in the back, and he knows it. Going to back him up inside the 20-yard line.
On the play, number 88,
lots of whistles.
Morgan Boyce. And number 56, Luke Whiting.
I got the block in the back, and to back them up. And negating the return there from Dylan Hamilton.
I was waiting for the official call to come in. It sort of looked like the refs were unsure, but it was such a clear play. The flag was thrown. Took kind of a weird amount of time to get that call in.
I think they were questioning where it happened. Hey, where are we marking it off from? So put them inside the 20 to 18-yard line. It's all about the Stansbury offense. There is no, hey, let's talk about what we should see here. They're up, man. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
They know what they're doing.
They know exactly what they're doing. That's 1st and 10 for Harris in the offense. Out comes Helu, and it's Harris with the pull. Ezra gets an extra block from Hamilton, dives to the 24-yard line, a gain of 6.
Good read by Harris on the play action there. Pulled that just in time. His running back got popped, but he pulls it for 5 yards.
Isaac Wilson's like, why don't I get that treatment? Everybody just hits me.
Yeah.
2nd down and 4. Harris with the pull. And Ezra has the 1st down across the 30. Still going. Ezra Harris, without the push help, gets out across the 35 to the 36.
That's the kind of run that gets your entire team fired up. That's a quarterback, Dusty. Quarterbacks don't do that. They don't drag piles of 6 guys by themselves.
You want to know why you lift all those weights in the offseason? There you go. 1st and 10 with the leg drive from 16. Helu. Hey, no reason for the hezzy at the line of scrimmage this time. Across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 1st down, Stansbury.
It has taken 3 plays to get from that backed-up drive after the block in the back, and it's all been on the ground. They haven't even hit the big play through the air yet.
Harris on the quarterback counter. And a gain of 1. Nice job of holding that edge, keeping the edge by that Titan D. And it was Olsen on the stop.
This is one of the fun things. This is what makes football beautiful, is that the game within the game. And you can see that the way Stansbury's running this drive, they are drawing these safeties closer to the line of scrimmage. It was spread out all throughout the first quarter. They're setting up a big pass play.
11 in the box here. Gonna fire to the flat, and that pass is incomplete. Wouldn't have mattered, complete or incomplete. It would be 3rd down and 9 from the 49-yard line.
Trent Jones, 3rd down.
It's too bad on that one. The play was there. If Trent Jones is able to come up with that, if the throw is a little bit better and he can hit it on the run, there was a lot of green in front of Trent Jones.
Trips near side on 3rd down and 9. Harris to throw. Looks near side, fires, complete to Hamilton. And Dillon has the 1st down at the 35-yard line.
Olympus had success earlier in the game on a 3rd and long, obvious passing situation. They brought heat, and they were able to get home. When you can't get home, Ezra Harris is going to pick you apart.
I don't care what quarterback it is at any level. You have them with their feet set, and they stay on their spot, they're going to be deadly. Inside the 30 goes Mateaki Helu. Helu down to the 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and short.
Luke Bryant,
I'm with you, Dusty. Good call on the seafoam cleats. We don't give enough attention to cleats in this state. Seafoam cleats, they need some love.
I got to figure out if he just did some custom job off of Nike.com or what. I've never seen seafoam. It's not even a school color anywhere.
No, it's beautiful.
Oh, pump it, throw it. Oh, he couldn't hit on the deep ball to Hamilton.
Hamilton goes incomplete.
And it's incomplete, 3rd down and short.
Gutsy defensive play call right there with the cover 0. The 5 receivers, 5 defensive backs on islands.
And I don't think he even had to go sluggo there. Maybe it was a sluggo, but I didn't see Hamilton come inside at all.
Timeout Titans.
And a timeout going to be called by Olympus. We'll take it as well. 2:55 left in the half. You are watching the 2022 5A State Football Tournament. Welcome back to Stallion Stadium. Dusty Lister, Jeff Hansen. Jeff, our 2nd game we get a call. I know the studio's fun. This is a blast.
Yeah, the studio, the only thing the studio has is 69 degrees all the time, no matter what. And there's a soda machine.
Yeah.
But other than that, nobody's brought me a corn dog yet. This is better in everything else.
You know, and I'm really bad. We're in studio. I'd bring you drinks, the Diet Mountain Dews. But I come straight from the office, though. I mean, it's a tough one.
I was spoiled. You guys rolled out the red carpet for me to start the season, and then once you lured me on site, all that red carpet went away. And it was like, no, Jeff, you want a drink? Get it yourself, and no corn dogs.
I figure you cover recruiting, so I treat us like recruiting.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. You know, it's like on the program. Omar Epps shows up at Eastern State, and they rolled out everything, and then the day he showed up, nobody was there.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Halle Berry won't talk to him.
Yep.
None of that stuff.
Yep.
He had to earn it.
Really underrated movie.
So underrated.
So underrated. Is that possibly the best sports movie speech of all sports movie speeches?
Which one?
At the end of the movie, in the locker room.
The James Caan one, or are you talking about every inch? That's Any Given Sunday.
Well, I'm talking about the James Caan one.
You're talking about James Caan one.
Yeah,
The speech of James Caan.
He gives a speech.
See, I always think of Latimer's speech about we're not like everybody else.
Well, that's true. That's true. Maybe I'm getting things mixed up. I don't know. I'm trying to keep up with your movie history.
Third down and short. Harris gonna pull. Oh, what a catch by Hamilton. First down at the 22. How about Dylan? What a catch.
Wow. You know, normally on those quick hooks, you see receivers catch it in their chest. Boy, that was an all-hands catch. That was up in the air. That was still ahead of the chains. That was beautiful.
What a grab. So Helu comes back in from the pistol. Trips near side, one man to the top of the screen. As Wilson gonna fire. Oh, a little miscommunication. Trent Jones was pulling up on that as falls incomplete.
If he keeps going, I think he has a shot to run that into the end zone. All the defenders were behind him, right? I mean, they were all floating towards the end zone. That throw hits him in stride. He runs right to that corner pylon.
So Wilson again isolated the top of the screen. Helu in the backfield. They're gonna go pitch here near side. Helu. Mateaki makes a nice move inside the 20. I thought it was going to be a short gain, and Helu inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. It'll make it third down and short.
I'm telling you, Dusty, I know that he's going to play linebacker, but that boy runs like a running back. He could be special at the running back position. It feels a little bit like a Harvey Unga situation.
Yeah. Going to go again. And try to get that push from behind. Vaca couldn't quite get it done. It'll be fourth down in inches.
After the missed field goal in the first quarter, I don't think this is even a decision for Stansbury. Fourth and short, they're going.
Not wasting any time. Is it Helu or Harris on the carry here?
I bet you they put this one in the air. This is where they go for the end zone.
And they got they got multiple ways to go two-way, right? They've show the option Harris keeps it. Or they go straight RPO. And exactly what it is. Fake the toss. It's Harris with the first down. Slides down inside they'll mark him at the 10. It'll be first and goal, Stallions.
Really pretty play. We've seen that a couple of times. That fake, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a fake speed option, fake toss. They set it up really well when they run that option throughout the game. It's a really tough play for this Olympus defense to defend.
I don't know if you got to go old option rules on that. Quarterback to pitch man.
Yeah, I mean, it's the speed of it that makes it feel like it's almost not a real option. It feels like a fake toss, but there absolutely is an option element there.
And Harris on a delayed draw. And Harris inside the 6 to the 5. It'll be second and goal.
There are less than 40 seconds left in the first half here. Stansbury gets the ball to open the second half. If they can go up 21-7.
Olympus, they had the opening drive of the game. Olympus deferred to the second half as Harris dropped at the line of scrimmage.
This is why you didn't give me a corn dog, because I make mistakes like that.
Maybe if I gave you the corn dog, it's brain food. Timeout Stallions. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back. 21 seconds left in the half. It'll be third and goal from the 5.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
Third down and goal. 21 seconds to go. Dusty Litster, Jeff Hansen with you. Run or throw?
21 seconds left. It's a pass.
Gonna fake the toss, fire for Hamilton, and got him! Touchdown, Dylan Hamilton!
Ezra Harris complete.
I answered your question with my own read option. I held on to my answer just long enough to see what the defense was going to do, and then I called it. Beautiful play. Ezra Harris finds just a spectacular play, and it's from that same set that we've talked about, where it's that speed option, that fake toss, and now they throw in their RPO element where they can throw the ball. That's tough to defend.
So many options to have it on there. But, Jeff, that's why you evaluate businesses for a living, is you waited for the last moment, got it right. Just important to get it right, as the point after is good, and it is 21-7 Stansbury.
That's an important score before the half, because Stansbury is going to kick off to open the second half. It's important to get that score, give themselves a little bit of a buffer here. You got to think Olympus is just going to take a knee, go into the half.
Be very, very surprised if they don't. But again, want to remind you, look out for our videos coming out this weekend. Dane Stewart and I will preview. First of all, talk about what happened in the quarterfinals. We're talking about what happened in the semifinals for 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A. 4A semis tomorrow. And get you ready for the game day desk for our pregame. That'll be at 10 o'clock on Thursday from Bryant Stadium.
All the coverage.
All the coverage.
There is nowhere better than Rewind at KSLSports.com.
Yeah, not even close, man. And we're going out to take over everything.
Yeah.
You know, like Ryan Sternhat says, we're expanding always in all ways.
As far as the light touches, that will be ours.
That is our kingdom.
See, when you're pulling out movies, I was that age, watching Lion King when you were watching other movies. I'm not calling you out for being old, Dusty, but I'm not old. We'll say it like that.
I was covering games when you were in high school. Is that one kicked away? Taking it to 25-yard line. This is Sheets on the return to the 42, maybe 43-yard line.
Returning on the play for the Titans.
I was watching Easton Baker on that play. He was away from the tackle. You probably didn't notice him. He blew up a blocker. He is the hardest hitter. I'm ready to call him the hardest hitter in the state of Utah. And this poor blocker, I didn't see a number, but he got to feel every bit of that on that one.
That's the film things. Hey, wait, watch this.
Ooh.
Remember Jan Jorgensen's dad did that to me. Carvin versus Wasatch. He's like, watch Lister. Boom. Right in front of everybody. Maybe better, though. Maybe better. Sherwood, the near side receiver. Luke Bryant split to the top of the screen. I think they're throwing this ball.
All right, students, get loud.
I think Olympus has one timeout left, if I'm not mistaken.
If the running back's in front or even, they're throwing. Gonna throw Mosley. Plenty of time. Well, maybe not. Getting away and going down. Coming out with a sack. Dusty, plenty of time. Toby Johnson says there is no time. 56 with the sack, and that'll be the final play of the half.
Yeah, Toby Johnson, he just ended the first half by himself. Great job. Three-man rush. Stansbury was playing coverage, and Toby Johnson says, you play whatever you want behind me. I'll go make it happen.
Go get it done. At the end of the first half, it is Stansbury 21, Olympus 7. Winner moves on to Rice-Eccles Stadium. You're watching the 5A quarterfinals on KSLSports.com. Your home for high school championships. And welcome back into Stallion Stadium. Dusty Lister and Jeff Hansen. A strong, well, not surprising, strong first half from the Stallion offense. And Olympus looking how they can get back to that opening drive. They scored in that first drive, the touchdown to Luke Bryant. They got to get back offensively.
They've got to, and it's got to start early here in the second half. We talked about it early in the show, Dusty, that Stansbury's been a second half team. You got to expect them to put up more points. Olympus is going to have to take advantage of their opportunities, or they'll run out of possessions.
It's going to be Olympus starting with the football. This ball taken by Bryant. And Bryant out to the 30-yard line.
41, Tyson Ferry.
And so out comes this Titan offense looking to recapture things, and they got to come back trailing by a couple of scores. But the hard part, they turned the ball over, which led to the touchdown before the half.
Really anxious to see how this defense comes out for Stansbury. They were flying around. They were everywhere. You know that they're going to want to make a statement here on the opening drive of this half.
So out comes the offense, and actually can go a little wildcat here with Luke Bryant.
Flag on the field.
But I think we got a false start penalty here.
Yeah, I think moved a little bit
One,
early on
Bryant.
quarterback changed the cadence.
So we had a clock malfunction. So mind you, folks, clock on the screen is unofficial. They didn't stop the clock after the kickoff return.
Back in at quarterback, number 7.
You're not getting that past Alex. You might get it past Preston. You're not slipping it past Alex.
You definitely got it past me. Good call, Alex.
So first down, going to fire near side, ball incomplete.
Pass attempt
Trying to get that out to Sherwood. And it falls incomplete, and it'll be third down, or probably second down and long.
Olympus is a little bit out of sorts here coming out of the half.
Well, they wanted to change things up. And what they know, I think they know we know. I don't know how they wouldn't know without us knowing it.
They know that we know that they know.
That Stansbury's really good in the second half.
Yeah, we know. We know. Dusty, I think I'm ready to dub this Stansbury student section as the best that I've seen this year.
Really?
I mean, they're not the biggest, but per capita.
Pound for pound, as Luke Bryant across the original line of scrimmage. Actually, going to call it right at it. So it'll be third down and 10.
Depending on the play, number 9.
This is what Stansbury wants to do. They want to force Olympus in situations that are going to make them uncomfortable, and third and long makes them uncomfortable. So far, everything going Stansbury's way without really any flashy plays, but they're getting exactly what they want here in the first drive of the second half.
Third down and 10. Near side receivers going to be Glasker, Johannes Glasker. That's Bryant to the top of the screen. Looking left at Bryant, firing for Bryant. He kind of pulled up late, good defense out there. And it was a man that had an interception in the first half from Bracken Matthews. But Bryant kind of cut that off knowing he was on top of him, but the throw came out early and good defense.
Bracken Matthews has been all over the field, just listed at 5'8", and honestly, that's probably a friendly listing at 5'8", but he made himself feel big on that play against the big Luke Bryant. He goes up and breaks that play up. What a play from the safety position.
So then bring out the punting unit. Oh, he couldn't get it away. Oh, man. That's a true rugby kick. Johnny Linehan got nothing on that as that ball comes dead at the 26.
Yeah, that was fun.
Wow.
I mean, punting isn't fun, but that punt was fun.
Moose, we're talking kindly about specialists.
We are. I was excited to watch a punt. We had that last week too, Dusty.
That's true.
We had one of the most athletic punts that you're ever going to see. That was kind of a nifty little move.
Yeah.
Like he showed his shimmy a little bit to evade the blocker.
He went shimmy, shake, and made the earthquake on that one. But Moose Bingham told me last night, we were talking on the phone, he said that somebody calls like, that Dusty just gives you a rash when you want to talk about specialists. I said, it's all out of love, Moose. It's all out of love.
Just not love for specialists.
Just not love for specialists. I mean, that's not fun football. There's a give, and it's Wilson. Wilson is loose across midfield. Brock Wilson inside the 40. And that big run for number 8.
Brock Wilson.
All the way to the Olympus 36, actually 37-yard line. First and 10, Stallions.
Great vision by Wilson to see that hole open up, and he hit it hard. And he took care of the rest. He just outran everybody.
And there's the give.
Quarterback keeper number 16, Ezra
And
Harris.
it'll be second down and 5 after the run there from
9,
Ezra Harris.
And number 15, Luke Raish.
Have not seen Mateaki Helu. We didn't see him on defense on that last drive, and he's not in the backfield here on the offense.
And it's Brock Wilson. And Wilson is spun around and then finally dropped.
Number 8,
and I got to give a shout out to Raish. Raish's mom reached out to us on Instagram and said, hey, here's 2 names that normally don't get pronounced correctly. And one was Raish. So, Mama Raish, thank you. And I want to make sure we get that one out there. So, third down and short.
It's a good name.
His great name is up the middle. Brock Wilson. Oh, he fumbled it and got back on top at the 20-yard line. Man, that's the third time maybe that the Stallions put the ball on the ground and been able to get it back.
Hey, listen, on a fumble like that where he throws it out ahead of him and he just jumps on top of it, I mean, maybe that was by design. It all worked out well.
Hey, the NFL says you can't do that anymore after the holy roller play in the 70s. Ball's dead where you fumbled it when it goes forward. And hey, you got to give a shout out to the Cardiac Cowboys. Griffin Bone just texted me, said, hey, Dusty, we had a great game today. Make sure you shout it out. Well, there you go, Griffin. Watch the video, too. Going to the end zone. Got his man. Touchdown, Trent Jones.
16, Ezra Harris.
Wow.
To number 3, Trent Jones.
What a beautiful ball from Ezra Harris to Trent Jones again. That's a big touchdown. I mean, this court, assuming this PAT is good, it's going to be 28-7, and Olympus has looked out of sorts on offense. This one might be getting away from us a little bit, Dusty.
That's a deadly, deadly touchdown to Jones. Is coming on for the point after is Luke Daines. As this Stallion offense is rolling, we talk about their second half team, and they come out with 6, and the point after is good. Just over 10 minutes left in the third quarter, 28-7 Stallions. You're watching the 5A quarterfinals. We'll be right back at KSLSports.com. Tyson Ferry to kick this ball away, Dusty Lister and Jeff Hansen. And what is the biggest drive for Olympus thus far? Trailing by 3 scores now as the Stampede, that's the name of the student section, by the way, powering this offense for the Stallions. The Sparks have not stopped, and they won't stop till the cheerleaders are done with their push-ups. So on the return is Sherwood, across the 25-yard line to the 28.
For the Titans, number 3, Charlie
really
Sherwood.
well blocked on that play. I mean, he didn't return that out for a big gain, but really well blocked there. That the return man was able to get, Mason Maxwell was able to get to where he got to.
So again, I want to remind you, we're going to be the 5A and 6A semifinals on Thursday and Friday. You watch those games right here on KSLSports.com. We'll have our pre-half and post-game show with myself, Dane Stewart, Jeff Hansen, Brian Brown. We'll all be on the desk. It's going to be an absolute blast as back comes the Titan offense, and again, nothing doing. That play worked really well in the first half, and look at Nisi Vaca. He wants some more.
Oh, man, Nisi Vaca, he is a load at defensive line. I feel sorry for anybody who has the assignment of blocking him.
Nili Kamiki Vaca. Nisi Kamiki Vaca. I'm trying to think of the Hawaiian Christmas song.
Yeah.
I'm against Christmas songs before Thanksgiving, but I thought I was trying to work that out. But that's why you workshop stuff at breaks.
You are wrong about Christmas songs before Thanksgiving.
I'm wrong?
It only comes once a year, Dusty. If you don't celebrate, it'll pass you by.
Thanksgiving only comes by once a year, too, and it only gets odd day. As Nick Brown on the carry near side got away from one and then spun down. We're going to have a blocking penalty, I believe, here on the Titans. This might get backed up. Maybe if you're Stansbury, they might decline this penalty and make it 3rd down and 12. Or 13, I should say. We haven't seen Coach Alder decline or take. So a holding penalty on Olympus. And they're going to say, no, we'll take it. So it'll be 2nd down and long here, and really, really long for the Titans.
Kind of surprising decision. I thought they'd take the 3rd and 12 and try to force the quick punt. But they're going to make this, yeah, goodness, second and 2.5 miles.
Right, students, get behind that defense. Let them hear you. Big stop here.
I'm still a little surprised I haven't seen the Titans throw the ball over the middle yet. Everything been kind of perimeter and goes. They're going to find a chunk here on 2nd down and 24. And it's Bryant running out of the Wildcat, and Luke Bryant across the 20-yard line, right out of bounds by Dylan Hamilton. And it'll be 3rd down and about, was that 17?
Number 20, Dylan Hamilton. 3rd down.
Well done by the Stansbury defense to kind of string that out. They know they've got 22 yards to play with. As long as they don't let Olympus get to Wendover, they're going to be able to force a 4th down here.
So 3rd down and 18 here for the Titans.
Telling you, student section of the state.
Gonna roll. Oh, it's gonna be Bryant rolling near side. Can he get away? Gets the ball off, intercepted. It's Jones. He had the touchdown on offense. He gets the interception there, and it'll be marked out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Trent Jones gets credit for the interception, but give Michael Givajon credit for that one, forcing the pressure, forcing the bad throw. That play was either going to end up in the interception that it did or a big sack. Well done on third down.
This defense, their second turnover of the game. Can it lead to another touchdown? And really, so it distances this game, and the Stallions will be looking for their third semifinal appearance in school history, the second in back-to-back years.
This Stansbury team, they've played with a chip on their shoulder all year long, that even though they've been good, they've been towards the top of the rankings, they still feel undervalued.
Yeah. Is Hamilton going to take it on the jet sweep? Dylan at the 5, dives toward the 2.
Number 20.
And he is going to be right at or near the first down marker. And they say yes, first down.
This sets up another first and goal situation. First and about 2 yards to go. This is where they've ran that fake pitch that the quarterback runs it all day long.
Handoff to number 8, Brock Wilson.
And Brock Wilson with the touchdown. Touchdown Stallions.
Wow. I mean, there's not much else to say. The quick turnover, I guess accepting that penalty works out really well in this situation. They force the turnover, set up a short field, and just like that, less than 4 minutes into the half, Stansbury's put up a quick 2 touchdowns and really opened this game up.
This Stallion offense has been outstanding today. They had the hiccups in that first quarter. They went back-to-back drives without scores, and since then, Jeff, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown for the Stallions. Point after.
Good on the hold.
Doesn't have to be blasted, it's got to be good. 8:17 after the third. You're watching the 2022 5A quarterfinals on KSLSports.com.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer.
On a balmy Friday afternoon, Dusty Lister and Jeff Hansen with you. Getting a winner of this game and go to Rice-Eagle Stadium, and it is Stansbury. We'll go check some scores here in just a moment as well. Stansbury will play the winner of the Lehigh game. It'll be a rematch of last year's semifinal. Oh, as there is Baker.
On the return,
Easton Baker with the big hit
Charlie Sherwood.
on Charlie Sherwood.
It'll
be Titan ball 24.
I'm telling you, he's the hardest hitter in the state of Utah, and I don't care at any classification. Easton Baker is unreal, and he's just a junior.
You know, I put him up there with MJ Tafisi.
Yeah.
MJ Tafisi trucked dudes at Alta.
Yeah.
And he's doing really well at Utah State, too.
He absolutely is. Jeremiah, that's another one that I remember.
Down at Hurricane.
Down at Hurricane, that he hit like a truck.
That was he and Porter Gustin that same year.
Yes.
Porter, the fastest rising recruit in the state of Utah's history. No one went from a 0-star to a 5-star faster than Porter Gustin in the history of rankings.
I think Jackson Dart,
For the Stallions, number 14,
he didn't go from a 0 unrated, but his rise to, I guess the way he pulled in offers was probably
after one game.
One game.
The Bingham game was on ESPN because no one else in the country dared play football.
Right.
And I'll never forget is on second down, Bryant, nifty little play here to Sherwood, but read really well by Hamilton. He runs him out of bounds. But I remember interviewing Jackson Dart. We named him Mr. Rewind. And I loved his line to me and Dane. I'll never forget. He goes, COVID was amazing to Zach Wilson and me.
Yeah.
And he's absolutely right. There was not a more accurate statement about the 2020 football season than that.
Absolutely not. Jackson Dart made me feel validated. Remember watching him at Roy and saying to people, that kid's the real deal. He's the next big thing. And people said, well, he plays at Roy. No, he's not. Goes to Corner Canyon, and absolutely he was the next big thing.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that was interesting about Jackson's that he'd probably, well, I don't want to say that. He may be playing in state, if not for that game. As the pressure comes, and another sack for Stansbury. Give it, John, Alex.
Another give it, John.
Easton Baker.
So I had to go last name before first name. Alex Givejohn with the sack.
Alex Givejohn helped out by Easton Baker. Man, everything is coming up Stansbury here in this half. This is another 4th down.
And you know what I'm so excited about is that Alex, well, obviously they're twins. Alex and Michael were juniors.
Wow. And Easton Baker.
We get another year to go give it, John. How have I missed this year?
We've got the Bakers. We got Baker baking something up. And Givey John's delivering. Woo-hoo-hoo. We put us on a marketing something.
Stansbury, we want to make you part of the Rewind Sports Network. We can get that taken care of for next year.
Man.
As a line drive kick, going to take a Titan roll toward midfield. As this Stansbury team, we talk about second half, have been their thing. And even go back to last year. I think we came here for the game of the week against Tooele last year. Dane Stewart and Bruce Bingham came out here. And it was close until halftime. And that was really when Stansbury took off for the year, by the way.
Yeah.
Was in that second half.
Yeah, they've been doing this all year long. Let me just read total the end of game score for Stansbury throughout the year. 72, 42, 68, 48, 56. They got really slowed down against Tooele. They only scored 34, but they did pitch a shutout in that game. 46, 49, 52, 71, 36 against Cedar Valley a week ago, and now 35 with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. This says a lot more about Stansbury than it does Olympus.
Absolutely. Absolutely does. And that's Brock Wilson on the little bubble screen. And again, the winner going to go take on, well, right now we'll say Stansbury pretty close. They're going to be going back to Ricecle Stadium to go take on, presumably you would think, Lehigh, the reigning 5A champions. It'll be a rematch of last year's game.
If that is the matchup that we end up getting next week, there's a lot of offense in that game.
Was last year. And Stansbury felt like they let that game get away from him as Ezra Harris looks left, fires left. Again, it's Jones. Jones has a touchdown, a pick, and a big catch inside the 15 to the 12. Actually marked him out to the 11. Another first down for the Stansbury Stallions.
Boy, we talked about the Triple H offense. It's been Triple H and a J. Trent Jones, man, he's been everywhere on every play.
So Dusty, just give me a little credit somewhere. As, Harris mishandled that ball on the fly sweep with Hamilton. Has to jump back on that one.
By the quarterback, number 16, Ezra Harris.
Yeah, just kind of a funny timing. They were bringing the jet sweep action. Snap came, and it just didn't look good from the beginning.
And number 6.
That's been about the only thing that has slowed down Stansbury this half.
It is Wilson in the pistol behind Harris. Go to Wilson off the left side. Brock, nothing doing. He's driven back and then dropped. It on the stop for Olympus was number 49. Thomas Mauga.
Well done by the Olympus defense. They didn't just collapse into that. The running back, he tries to kick it out. The defense didn't just collapse. They were able to stay in their lane, stay contained, stay disciplined. And even after the kickback, still able to make a play. That's really well done. They're still engaged in this football game, even though it's a 35-7 score.
And timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. 5:19 left in the third. You're watching the 5A quarterfinals.
Other universities didn't fit into my life.
They said I'd have to quit my job to go to school.
They said it would take me 4 years to graduate. They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
And welcome back in after the timeout. 3rd down and 12, maybe 13 here for the Stallions. Harris to the end zone, back shouldered. Oh, Wilson couldn't quite get that off the carom as it's 4th down.
Pass goes incomplete
for the Stallions.
Attempted to
James Schlendorf, well done on the coverage there. That was a really well thrown ball, back shoulder. Schlendorf did just enough to break that one up.
Schlendorf's 2nd PBU of the day.
Yeah, he's played very well today against a really tough offense. Forget the playmakers, forget what they've done all year. This is a tough scheme to defend against at the high school level. Schlendorf has done really, really well, playing a lot of man coverage.
And I'll give you an update from the 6A state tournament, those of you who do care. Corner Canyon's corner canyoning again.
They've been known to do that.
Alta and Orem tied at 3. That game's in the first quarter as Harris to the end zone. Jones, have a day! A pick and 2 TDs in the 3rd quarter.
Wow, that's a good week for most people. It's been 7 minutes for Trent Jones.
Yeah, that's some yearly totals on some guys.
My goodness.
Have a day, Trent Jones.
Speaking of having a day, Dusty, it's your birthday tomorrow.
It is.
Have a day tomorrow. The reason we bring that up, it's a big one for Dusty. It's not quite 40, which means, according to the law, we have 1 more year to mock you for being old before you're in a protected class.
Extra point.
That's where it comes as a 40, you become a protected class?
Yeah, 40, you can now sue me for discriminating against you. But next year, it's fair game for another year. I can say whatever I want without repercussions.
I can still work in at Schmidt's advertising agency.
Yeah, absolutely. You're still there. That's why the cutoff is 40, ladies.
Hey, and Alex, and I kept calling Napolis. Is it Naples? Naples. Napolis sounds way better. I churched it up for you. It's Alex's birthday on Sunday.
I'm here with all the birthday boys, folks.
22? 23. Oh, that's a good year. I put 23 up with 17. That was a good year.
I think... Nope, I was 24. 23 was pretty uneventful for me.
Right?
Yeah.
23, I was doing games every week. I was on a radio show. We started covering BYU Utah spring. I met Vince Francis when I was 23. I don't know if that's a good thing, but it's proven to be a good thing.
At 23, I transitioned from working at a grocery store to working at a bank because I didn't want to work on the weekends.
Yeah.
And I still work at a bank now. So at 23, I made a very lifelong decision that isn't great.
It's proven awesome.
Well,
don't let Jeff fool you. As Luke Bryant brought down by Easton Baker.
Luke Bryant on the stop.
That's 2 tackles for Easton on kickoffs.
He's so fast. I mean, he is just fast. As soon as that ball is kicked, he's always the first guy down the field. And you would never know it looking at him. When you stand next to him, I mean, I'm 6'1". I'm a big guy. We've talked about it. I've had my fair share of Christmas ham.
I've never said that.
You've said it more than once.
Said it.
and I've had my fair share of Christmas ham. It's okay.
Who hasn't?
Easton Baker is every bit of what he's listed. He is enormous.
How comes Olympus? If it was this, I mean, this isn't a bit to be knocked anything. We'll still have fun. 42-7. We'll get a little loose. Just gonna kind of warn the people.
Yeah.
I warn you about, I'll give you the updates on the clock and things like that, but we'll get a little loose at this point. And it's not to make light of anything other than it's hard to, we'll still call the game, but
it gets a little
35
tougher.
points. It does.
It gets a little tougher.
Because we want to get into strategy and stuff, and we're going to celebrate players and everything else. That's what we do on Rewind. A little different than some others. They might get more loose to talk about things that don't compare to the game, but 35-7, they'll just want to see Olympus really show out well for these seniors. It'll be the last time as football is a little different as another stop there by Easton Baker. I think you'll know when Easton Baker makes a tackle because Jeff can't help but reach for it.
Easton, he had the ball. He was still being blocked. He tackled the blocker and the ball carrier.
In the middle.
I mean, I don't want to sound like
just tackle everybody.
A Stansbury homer, because that's not what this is, but I'm an Easton Baker homer.
No.
He is unreal. His little brother came before the game and introduced himself to me. He also looked at me dead in the eye, and then I learned that he's 13 years old.
I want the Bakers to provide birth certificates.
Yeah, they're going to need to.
Is it going to be like the guy on bench warmers?
I am 12. Yeah.
Gonna throw. Fire to Bryant, and that ball's incomplete.
Pass attempt intended for number 1.
It'll be
Bryant.
4th down,
The play,
and the punting will come back out for the Titans.
Bracken Matthews, 4th down.
But, the ones we talk about toward the end of these games, and we got a whole quarter left to do it. I believe we'll have a continuously running clock, and we do. These seniors for Olympus, look, football's a different deal. When football ends, this isn't like basketball. It isn't like baseball. You go play softball. We talked about this leaving Bountiful just last week. When it ends, man, it ends.
It ends, and it hurts. We watched those Bountiful players a week ago after a special season, and it ends so abruptly that they didn't want to step off the field knowing that they're never going to be on that field again.
And I've told this to Jeff, there's a reason why I won't go to Lehigh.
Number 49, Thomas
this still sucks.
Yeah.
They now have turf instead of grass.
Football,
Doesn't matter.
1st and 10 on the
Doesn't
25.
matter. I watched my oldest brother Deke finish his football career at Lehigh. I watched my second older brother Rory finish his career at Lehigh. And then I had my own at Lehigh. So, yeah, I don't go back. I've only done one video from that field.
So if Stansbury does play Lehigh, I think...
No, I don't cheer against Lehigh. I just won't do the games from Lehigh. No. Jackson Brousseau.
You won't consciously cheer
I don't cheer against Lehigh. No, I don't.
Okay.
I'll do basketball games there. Done a lot. Quincy Lewis, one of my friends.
That's true, yeah.
One of my favorites. Should say friend. He's a friend of the program.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, of the coverage. Just happened to cover Quincy for a long time. But yeah, it just hurts.
For me, it's Taylorsville. My baseball career.
Yeah.
Taylorsville ended a lot of baseball dreams for a lot of people.
Long time, too.
Yeah, they did.
It is crazy. I tell people that are younger, it's like you don't get how good Taylorsville baseball was.
No, it was
We haven't
unreal.
had a baseball power in the state like that since then.
No, not even close.
For the longevity of it, too. Almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Of just
two
complete
decades of
dominance.
You could just sort of pencil them in as state champs at the beginning of the year. It didn't matter what anybody else did.
At every level of baseball in the state of Utah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It didn't matter. I remember being, 13? Well, I was like 12, and they came in with, their matching bat bags and stuff. Like, you don't do that in Little League, right?
Yeah, no.
Taylorsville did.
They were unreal. There's no question about it.
And here's why Vince Francis and I are friends. He was supposed to go to Taylorsville. He would have played Taylorsville baseball. Didn't happen. Thank goodness. Thank goodness that he's a Fremont Silverwolf. Of course, Vince's dad, Bill, our cameraman today. Bill's the brains behind the brawn of everything we do with T and Vince. As
quarterback keeper Ezra
Harris keeps that, and it's 3rd down and long, and most likely the final play of the 3rd quarter. There's Gabe Johnson on the stop. And that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter left, and Stansbury will be celebrating a trip to Icicle Stadium. We go to the 4th quarter. Stansbury 42, Olympus 7. You're watching the 2022 5A quarterfinals on KSL Sports Rewind. Start of the 4th quarter. Dusty Lister, Jeff Hansen, as always. KSL Sports Rewind presented by Heidemann Associates. Go to Utah.law, find the law office nearest you. Look, folks, flat rate estate planning. You don't get charged by the hour by Justin Heidemann. It is by the plan. Flat rate. Get a hold of them. Get a free consultation. Go to Utah.law.
That's a big deal, flat rate.
Yeah, not charging you by the hour, Jeff. Take care of that family. Is Ezra Harris lowers the shoulder and has the first down.
16, Ezra Harris.
His play next week is going to be very, very big. There's an efforting to get a score of that other quarterfinal game.
It is. It's going to be a big deal. They've been able to get away with a little bit of sloppy offense at times. We've seen the ball hit the turf a few times. They've been able to recover those. You can't count on those bounces going your way when you're playing at Rice Eccles, and everybody is in the right spot at the right time. They've got to clean things up a little bit if they're going to be able to contend with Lehigh, who's just beat everybody.
Well, and here's the other thing, that if it is Lehigh, and I have no reason to believe it's not, unless Box Elder listens to Dusty again and goes white tops, purple bottoms, because they did last week. They did.
And they look better.
They look better, and they played great. They played great. They got it right, but both of them are terrific second-half teams. And so if that's where it ends up, both of them are very, very good in the second half.
Yeah. Well, one thing that looks like a certainty is this Stansbury team will find their way back. Wow. Box Elder and Lehigh, we just got the score flashed. 21-14 Bees with 6 minutes to play.
Wow.
Okay, folks.
Robbie Gunter. How about it?
That would be the biggest thing that's happened in Brigham City since the McDonald's got there.
Since they took out the Flying J and changed it?
Yeah, that would be a big deal.
Oh my goodness, folks. If this happens, look at this. Box Elder has not been to the semifinals since 2006. Coach Raisler, the legendary football and track coach, Coach Raisler led the Bees to Rice-Eagle Stadium, lost to Highland last time they went there.
It always amazes me that it's high school history.
2005, yeah, 2005.
High school history Wikipedia is just Dusty Lister. You gotta poke a button, mouse click on his head, and all of a sudden, any fact that you want from the last 30 years of high school football comes out. It is something to behold. It's amazing.
Yeah, sorry, 2005 semifinal. Yeah, 2005 semifinals.
You could have said 2000 anything. Nobody was going to call you on it, but you're correcting yourself.
Yeah, wide receiver Michael Jordan, number 23. He wore 23 because he was Michael Jordan. They had Triple C, Curtis Cosgrove, former BYU defensive end Matt Putnam.
Dusty Lister, ladies and gentlemen.
Second down and 11 as Ezra Harris. So if they pull this off, yeah, I said first time since Coach Raisler.
On the stop,
wow,
44, James.
That's unreal.
Schellendorf.
I almost quoted dodgeball. If they pull this off, I mean, I feel shocked.
I feel shocked.
There's third down and 7. But it would be just crazy if they held on to that score. I'm efforting to find the stream to make sure that score is accurate, but they've got it on the box scores too. So Harris going to fire to the corner route. Oh, nearly picked by Sherwood.
Pass attempt out to number 20.
Nearly had it. That ball falls incomplete, intended for Hamilton.
Well read by Charlie Sherwood to veer off of his guy and go make that play. Well done by number 3. And that's good to see, right, Dusty? You're still seeing this Olympus defense. It's a running clock. It's 42-7. But this Olympus defense, you wouldn't know. I mean, they're still out there trying to make every play, playing hard. And it's good to see.
Hey, like I said, these seniors, they know Turkey Bowl isn't the same as getting to play high school football.
No, and frankly, your hamstrings are never the same after high school football either.
So Jackson Brousseau responded. It is 21-all inside of 2 minutes left. And this game means everything about, speaking of Lehigh, it means everything to this game for Stansbury. I talked about, what was that called? I think I called it the Purple Showdown. This game should have been played at the D Event Center.
Yeah, it should
have been. Purple Palace is
down by number 23,
crazy.
Noah Nunley.
So back comes the Titans here, 8:20 on a rolling clock. I don't think it's ever stopped after that punt either.
Oh.
So
we got a stampede here.
So back comes Luke Bryant, going to run the Wildcat. Is Bryant going to come back? He's a junior. Pitch out to Brown, and go halfback pass, looking deep, got a man. Oh, defender there and the receiver there. Olsen is, wow, took a pop there. That might have been, it was Brock Wilson.
By number 20, Nick Brown goes incomplete.
That looked a little bit like two outfielders going for a ball.
Number 8, Brock Wilson.
That you're unable to communicate, and you hope that number 5 is okay. I mean, that was a big hit that he took, and it looked like friendly fire there. Weston Olsen. He was limping off the field. Hopefully it's a leg, and he's able to get back on the field for this one. Kind of a scary play.
That was. And especially nowadays, how many collisions you see because outfielders don't call off infielders when they're the outside man coming in on a fly ball, too.
Right.
There's a clock running here, nearing 7 minutes left.
You know, we gotta give a big thank you to the weather gods.
Yeah.
It hasn't been as cold as it looked like it was going to be.
As much as somebody on Twitter was worried it was going to be. It snowed on Wednesday to open things up on Friday. And because it was, we initially were signed up for this, right? I told Jeff, hey, here we go. Friday was a snow day.
Yeah.
And thankfully it came on Wednesday.
Yes, because I would have maybe not forgiven you.
Well, trust me, I checked a lot. I think I told you, you knock doors in the summer in Baton Rouge, you learn to check the radar on a consistent basis. I kept checking, and I was like, oh, come on, Wednesday. And we got it. No whammy, no whammy.
It's a good thing. I work in banking because I'm soft. I did the radio show all year because I'm soft.
So this is Sherwood on the short pass, and it'll be a first down for the Titans across the 45-yard line. And update from Lehigh, it is Brousseau and the Pioneers the ball back. A minute 19 left as they are on the B 44-yard line.
Wow.
So we know Stansbury will be at Rice-Eagle Stadium. Will they be playing Lehigh, or is that game going to go to overtime for the reigning 5A champs, who are undefeated with wins over Corner Canyon and Timpview, and their most diehardish win might be Box Elder, as they throw that one up to Luke Bryant, falls incomplete.
Intended for number 1, Luke Bryant.
I've got to say, my first negative thing about the Stansbury student section, it's one thing to do the I believe that we will win cheer before the game, but when you're up 42-7 in the fourth quarter, oh yeah, everybody believes that you're going to win.
Doesn't take faith at that point.
Yeah, I mean,
that is not belief.
As well executed as they have been all game long, that one, student section, that one got away from you.
Yeah, that's where you go from I believe to I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, couple months, some of these guys will understand that. It's throughout the Sherwood on the bubble screen, and Sherwood still on his feet. And I thought maybe catch a couple blocks. He has dropped.
7, Chase Mosley complete. As, number 3, Charlie Sherwood.
Showed some bounce on that one, Charlie Sherwood. He bounced off of 3 or 4 different tackles.
Well, I saw all those white jerseys that are linemen that had some blocks. It'll be third down and long, and folks, Lehigh barring something crazy. Now, Jeff and I saw Woods Cross in a similar situation here, throw an interception in the end zone. It is first down for the Pioneers at the 13-yard line of Box Elder. As this game here, third down and 7, is going to look to throw. Mosley, pressure comes, Mosley goes down, and how about it? Give it, John.
Quarterback sack.
We still got to give it, John.
Alex, give it, John.
And Alex with the sack.
Helped out by number 55.
The Give It John brothers have been all over the field. That one, Alex, from the safety position. I mean, he got up quick in a hurry into the backfield on the blitz.
And this is where I'm glad we're at Stansbury, because when I saw the Give It John name, I was going to go like Jevgen,
yeah,
right? Because like Tim Kirkjian.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet they're Armenian.
I was going more French. I thought like Javan. Oh. I was way off.
They're going to throw. Mosley's pass is incomplete.
Pass
intended for Sherwood. Turnover on downs. It'll be Stansbury ball with 3:20. The clock will continue to roll here through the transition. Yeah, I thought definitely Armenian with the GIA, and there it is, a touchdown for Lehigh, taking the lead. They were down 21-14 going into the fourth quarter. Well, in the fourth quarter, I should say going into.
Halfway through, yeah.
2 touchdowns for the Pioneers. They show me your Give It John down there in Lehigh.
So just under 30 seconds left in that Lehigh game. This is a little bit of our red zone expertise
here. It is.
Lehigh goes up by a touchdown. You got to think all things are pointing to the Pioneers sneaking away with a win in that one.
Coleman Dearden now, the quarterback, coming in, gets some underclassmen. And guess what this does? Gives him a chance to throw the ball in the state tournament. As a flag comes out, going to probably take it away with a legal man downfield or something. But what it does, at least when I was in high school, our rules, if you got in a state tournament game, you know what you got? You got your letter.
Oh.
Now, granted, most of these guys probably got that last week. But if not, I want to beat it up. Get your letter. Go get that Letterman jacket, young man.
Yeah, that's a big moment.
That's where Brian Brown used to butter his bread back in the day.
Yeah, the Letterman's jacket.
When I first met Brian Brown.
I had a Letterman's jacket.
Hey, students, just a reminder,
I don't know what happened. It still fits me today because I ordered it inexplicably so large in high school that I could never wear it in high school. I never got to reap the benefits of being the guy on campus wearing a Letterman's jacket.
Was the Clearfield the black sleeves? Green with black?
Some did both. I went black sleeves.
From up here.
But yeah, it was not my best moment. It still fits now.
We did a video not that long ago when Carvin beat Emory for the first time since I was a junior in high school. Dane put that on me. The first time I wore my Letterman jacket since I graduated.
How'd you feel?
I loved it. It's my favorite video. It was my sweet moment of the week that week.
Handoff to number 41.
For an old sponsor.
Student bus passes will go on sale.
Did it still fit?
It still, well, it fit then because I was down 100 pounds. I think it would still fit now.
Monday for sale.
I was down. Dusty was about 185.
Friday.
At that point, not there anymore. Although benching way more.
11
but,
at 11
you'll get there.
a.m.
I can safely say I
Keeping
won't.
an eye on the game in League.
Won't ever happen.
Yeah, we got a future sponsorship that might hurt that.
Yeah, that's true. Might have play a role in my lack of diet.
Meat Friday is a thing anyway for you, but I don't know, it works on the Dan Patrick Show.
Meat Friday, Meat Tuesday, Meat Wednesday.
Meat the morning.
Yeah.
Hey, students. Let's get everybody up to the game.
I'd call it keto, but it's usually meat with a potato.
Big help to the defense.
It's a Jordan Peterson diet. He only eats beef. The Jordan B. Peterson.
I had to bring a salad once to a family dinner, and I didn't know what to do. So I made beef, I made pork, I made chicken, I chopped it up, put barbecue sauce on it, and called it a meat salad.
Beef, good. Chicken,
good.
It's
all good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
To number 21.
Rolling clock,
Alex
folks.
Tibajon.
It's going to be Lehigh and Stansbury.
Number 57.
Lehigh got a fumble recovery.
Johnson.
So Lehigh, Stansbury, 11 o'clock on Thursday. Probably Friday. But folks, come hang out with us. We'll get the time right. We'll tweet it out. I'm going to say 10:30. I said 10. If you show up at 10, I think we're going to take care of you. But 10:30, we'll have pregame coverage. Me, Jeff, Brian Brown, Dane Stewart. Nobody is going to do the state tournament like we've done it.
No, it's going to be an absolute blast. If you've never met Brian Brown, he'll give you a big hug.
Yeah.
You'll feel good about yourself, and he'll make you laugh. And that's just the first conversation.
Dane Stewart's going to feel really, really, really off because you're going to have the LeBron from the three of us, and you got Dane. I think I might put Dane right in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, middle seat on the airplane for Dane, absolutely.
Oh, what a bit of fun one. Jeff will have our selection of our Heidemann Associates Player of the Game. I think I know reason to go with that one. As there is the final, well, yeah, it should be the final knee. But Stansbury, been a spectacular year. But first, let's give a thought about Olympus before we talk about Stansbury.
Yeah, Olympus. I mean, really gutty performance by the Titans to end the year, to finish strong, and to make some noise, right? I mean, Olympus is always going to be able to hang their hat on a big upset over a very good Brighton team. This result, look, it sucks for these players today. But when they look back, that was a very good team that they changed the state playoffs this year.
They certainly did. As there's a final score. Aaron Whitehead's run, but this year's Olympus Titans comes to an end. Great run by Olympus, as Jeff just talked about, but it's all about Stansbury. The Stansbury Stallions team is still undefeated. They go to 12-0 on the year. Go back to Rice Eccles Stadium to play against Lehigh, a redo for last year's team.
And both of those teams are going to be fired up for that game. Stansbury going in with a chip on their shoulder. Lehigh going in with all the confidence in the world, having beaten Corner Canyon, having beaten everybody this year. That game is going to be absolute fireworks.
I mean, absolute blast. Selection of a player of the game.
Trent Jones, he was everywhere. That's the easiest player of the game decision we'll have all year. Touchdowns, interceptions, everything.
The third quarter alone, an interception and 2 touchdowns for Trent Jones. Again, our final score, Stansbury 42, Olympus 7. Stansbury going back to the semifinals. Congratulations to Coach Alder and the Stallions until Olympus. Congratulations to Coach Aaron Whitehead, one of the good guys in the state of Utah. Terrific year for the Titans. Get a run in the state tournament, but it comes to an end here at Stansbury. Again, look out for our videos coming out this week. Dane and I will recap the weekend, get prepped for the week, and I at Game Day Desk on Thursday. So excited. Come hang out with us on KSLSports.com. Your online home for state championships right here at KSLSports.com. For Bill Francis, Alex DePoulos, and Jeff Hansen, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and for watching the KSL Sports Rewind Game of the Week on KSLSports.com. Presented by Heidemann Associates, brought to you by Western Governors University.